Okay, we are now back in Sonic Adventure 2 and Chao Garden. Since the last video, I've gotten all the emblems for Chao Garden, but since it's basically the reason I'm playing the game, I'm not. I like the whole game. It's just, the whole game. And a lot of things have happened since the last video, notably, pretty much my entire generation reincarnated. This used to be Chucky. Well, it's still Chucky, it's just now he's a Hero Chao. He's a Kira living in the main garden now.
Everything will be okay.
And Nala basically looks the same. I believe he got a medal since last time. And Orange Bird and Cheeto are both still in their baby stages after reincarnation. But the weirdest thing, which I'll show clearer after, is Adam just decided to be translucent. I've never seen this happen before, ever. He just sort of decided, let's be translucent. He has nothing in his DNA that would suggest this. He was a starter Chao. Like, he was one of the first 2 eggs that I started with. And, he reincarnated and evolved into a Hero Swim Chao. And then over time, when I upped his run stat, he's all 99s now. I upped his run stat, and for some reason, the more his run stat increased, the more he became translucent. I think it has something to do with his ears, because they became so long that they clipped to his head. And so I think maybe the game was trying to compensate for that by making him translucent, but it's still very weird. It looks like he's beginning to ascend into some other form. He does have 2 stats of 2000, so maybe this has something to do with the monster evolution, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's really the deal. Let's go with that. There aren't many, this garden's a little less populated than it was before. And it's weird, it must be early morning because here's stuff. Because most of the Chao aren't food. Or at least the Hero Chao aren't. And there aren't any neutral Chao in the garden right now. But in this garden, it's completely full. And we have newfound baby Cheeto, who is going to probably be a neutral instead of a hero in his second life. He's still got his wings of justice and his evil eyes. I'm gonna make sure no one is drowning in here. Nope, it's all the good swimmers. We have good food. Here, we have Whisper, who's actually supposed to be translucent. We have Flounder, who is a 2-tone neutral swim Chao. And Sunyan. And new Chasm. Chasm was reborn as well. Orange Bird was reborn and is currently in the classroom because I'm trying to decide exactly how Orange Bird should go. I'm not entirely sure. This is a new Chao, and I know I don't need any new Chao, and I might actually move it to the main garden. But he is nameless. His default expression is closed eyes. But he's a Hero Chao because of the black eye. It looks like he just has white dots for eyes. White dots. Here's Daya, who's still just sort of chugging along. And we have this guy, who I think I am going to move to the other garden. Or at least temporarily. There we go. We have Chucky, who is now a Hero Fly Chao. Star, and Adam, who is all 99s with stamina and is translucent for some reason.
Everything will be okay.
I'm gonna feed everybody, because that's important. What is it doing? Chucky's still not at all 99, so I'm not sure if he's going to do this time. I'm just making sure everyone's well fed. I'm not like trying to crank stamina or anything, I just...
Everything will be okay.
Yeah, Adam looks very strange now, and I'm not entirely sure why Chucky doesn't have to eat. But yeah, we have our got 6 starting right now. And the dark ones are going to sleep, and these guys are talking. And Adam pretty much lives in the water, just like him was previously. So now he actually is a swim type Chao. And he's got those weird ears that like segue into his head. I use the I'm sorry, that face. I use the challenge race medal as like a marker for if I have a challenge 99 and all 99 on. So if they have that, then that means that they're at all 99s. Some Chao I just sort of raise normally, and some that I raise for competitive stuff. Mostly I just sort of raise them normally because I just like having. This Chao does not have a name. I'm not sure if I'm actually ever going to give this Chao a name, because something about not having a name is kind of cool. Seems like a strange void-like entity. I was thinking maybe a Mickey. And now, the task at hand, I suppose, is going to be figuring out how to raise these guys again. Well, not these guys, this guy Cheeto and Orangebird. I think we're going to focus on Cheeto first. And Cheeto is going to be one type, neutral one type. And I'm not sure what Orangebird is going to be yet. I actually don't care that much about what they turn out as. I just sort of... Cheeto doesn't really like to eat. The name is ironic. Okay, guy. And these guys all in here, everybody likes to swim in this garden. Sometimes all of the Chao are in the pool at the same time. It's kind of weird. Just gonna raise flounders. It was supposed to be flounder, and there wasn't enough space. So I like how neutral swim smells look. I know that's sort of unpopular. Can't even joke. I don't think there's a single ugly Chao that exists, so I might be a little positively biased. There's Big Root. We might have to end up clearing. Whoa. Getting stuck on a tree. We might have to try clearing out the garden because eventually I'm not going to have that room to raising the Chao. So I'm going to have to be selective, and I know that it says that they live a happy life in the forest, but it kind of kills me to do that. I don't want to abandon them, ever. Even though if they're adults, I think they can move on their own, it still feels kind of bad. It feels like irresponsible and cruel. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt them. I want to make sure. Gosh, that's another Chao. All at once. Need to make sure that Cheeto's ball on his head. I don't know if there's an actual official name for that. The motion indicator, I guess, stays yellow to, because it's hard to tell otherwise whether they're coming through or dark. And they get the little antenna on there. Oh my gosh, sorry, Basil. This is chaos. Orange Bird is in the kindergarten classroom right now. And I am going to go grinding for run. Run chaos drives and run animals, so I'm just gonna take that out of the plan. Okay, so back from grinding, I actually figured out that it's more efficient to grind both the hero character and the dark character and fill up their inventories completely. And then go and give the stuff to the Chao. And I'm actually not using animals because I don't want to accidentally get rid of Cheeto's wings. Cheeto guarding his brother. Oh yeah, and he doesn't like her. It's okay. Make sure it remains neutral. Make sure to balance it out. I'm also gonna give him Chao fruits to raise his stats a little more. Basically, at this point, I'm just trying to make sure he remains in neutral Chao. Although, like, I'd never be mad if it ended up being different. It's just, I guess, part of the challenge? I don't know. He seems very reluctant to eat for some reason, but maybe the Chao fruit would be more palatable. So I'm gonna go get. I'm just making very sure that nobody ends up doing that. Yeah, nobody. Because some of them don't actually remember. Here's Kevin, who I actually haven't really been trying for any type of Chao with him. He's just sort of here. I'm glad they make unique noises when they're like, make sure I don't, it was weird. Oh, and that's adorable. Make sure that yellow remains yellow. And those horns remain off. But no. Okay, yes, I guess. Because I was actually gonna get, and you know what, I'll give the run drives first, and then I'll give the Chao fruit after. These guys can all swim, so Cheeto's up here.
Everything will be okay.
And make sure that Daya doesn't steal any of these. I know this isn't particularly interesting to watch, but it's pretty fast. We don't do the oh, where's my head? I don't do the glitch, the repeating glitch with chaos drives because it's who's drowning. Chasm. Go get some Chao fruit with a dark character and feed them to Cheeto.
What stage are we going to play?
which is pretty easy. Apparently the black market in the Dreamcast version was a separate website, which is really weird to think about. Someday I'll get that shiny orange egg. Thankfully, I have the any item at any time mod enabled, but I don't really use it unless I absolutely have to. And I also accidentally broke the game by taking it off, so that's something I kind of need to make sure it stays on for that reason. Orange Bird is in the classroom. I'm forgetting if there's anyone else in there. Nope, it's just Orange Bird. I still have to decide what Orange Bird is going to become, or if he should just take his own path. I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping to at least get Cheeto's evolution up this video, and I will skip any really boring parts. I'm basically just gonna get like one. Here I am feeding him a fruit and Chasm! In fact, I think I'm gonna give him one too. And Chao fruit, they tend to not eat everything, but I mean that might just be because this guy doesn't like to eat for some reason. I guess Chao just have different preferences, just like any life does. He's sunny. And I have a lot of rings, so it's not really a problem to worry about buying fruit. Buying favorite fruits or buying Chao fruits. Any kind of fruit that is needed. The ball just bounced into his face. That's and Cheeto is asleep. Okay, cool. Well, that's okay because I can feed some of these to Chasm, and I can also go into the races and karate in order to make time pass faster, which I will do right now. Okay, races karate. We're probably going to put Adam in action and see how he's doing. Possibly, I've already done challenge race, just to give him the medal, and I will probably do it again to give him the medal again. But yeah, he's completely translucent now for some reason. Here's New Chucky, Star, and Nameless Black one. But Adam here, I'm gonna put him against the final boss of Hero Race, which is a Devil Chaos Chao or a Dark Chaos Chao. He's already starting to look a bit like a Chaos Chao, so it looks a bit confused. I kind of wanted to get this on tape just to show how strange Adam looks right now. I don't know why he looks so strange. Again, there's no shiny Jewel Chao DNA in there, which is what you would think the culprit would be, and it was a gradual thing. Also, his stamina's not super high, so I'm hoping he doesn't have to restart, and I am gonna get him up, though. The cool thing about him is that he's probably smarter and faster than the other Chao. And the getting hit by the spring is not an instant game over. I know some people think it is. It's not. You can restart if it happens. I'm guilty of that when I was actually playing to win. The thing about Adam is, I think I already said his stamina is actually not super high. So he might actually not be able to pull this off entirely because of that. I am going to try to boost him, make sure that he does get past the Chaos Chao, because it only will take getting past him to beat this. But he might run out of stamina before he can complete the race, which... very possible. Whereas Orangebird's stamina eventually got to 99, so he was kind of a monster. Also, this is a little unfair. Only one of them is correct. So since Adam was faster, if he had been slower, he would have been forced to lose that. It's a little unfair. I'm also hoping he doesn't trip, because if he does, I won't be able to crank stamina again, and oh god, he's not going to make it. I mean, like, I'm not saying that out of being discouraged or anything, it's just, I don't know if he's gonna— yeah, his stamina's gonna run out. I'm hoping he's far enough ahead that that doesn't matter, though. It looks like he is far enough ahead that that doesn't matter. If you look, though, because of his translucency, he sort of shows up different in every, spot that he's in. Like, he shows up the green color of the water and the white color of the path. It's really weird and kind of trippy. Now, will Adam pull this off? Will he be able to defeat the Chaos Chao? Even with no stamina left? Let's see. It basically relies on whether or not there's a pitfall here. Because if there is, he's kind of... oh, there isn't. Okay, that's good. So yeah, he's gonna win. That's cool. Yay! And he's got the Hero Challenge medal, which is clipping through his torso. And didn't win anything because I've already won all of the races previously, so I've unlocked all the... it looks like right now it's like dusk. So I should probably put him through another race. See, Chucky originally had all 99, so that's why he has that as an indicator. Or I could put Mala through some of the beginner races as well, because but let's see Adam do weird stuff again. Oh my gosh, blast from the past. There's First Life. And there's original Chucky. And there's Orangebird plus his soul. I know that was weird, I'm sorry. But the thing about Jewel Races is that I actually have them unlock Jewel Chao from Jewel Races mod on, and I think the garden's full and I don't want to mess it up. So I think I'm actually going to put Mala through a beginner race instead. Mala's pretty decently leveled. I'm not sure how many of them he's beaten. All of these guys are sort of leisure Chao, if that makes sense. Like, they're not really being raised for races or karate. And I guess technically I don't actually have to raise them for races or karate at any point now. That's Hero Chao Cheeto. I don't know how many of these I've beaten with Mala. I'll do Mushroom Forest. Let's see how Mala does. Or Mala. Because it's technically it's short for Malachite, but it's also a pun on like malevolent. Like, that sounds so pretentious, and it wasn't even me who came up with the name. It was an online friend, Aryamaki, who gave me the name and the pun, which I thought was really clever, and I'm gonna boost him a little bit. I don't know why his stamina is so dang high, but actually, you know what I'm gonna try for... get up! Get up, my man! I'm going for the record, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, I didn't make it, but that's okay. He still won the race. And I just heard the sound of a Chao tripping in the ether somewhere. Yeah, I guess I already did this because it doesn't have the toy, but I'm wondering if it's going to do the thing where the textures freak out. So I'm going to wait for it. Yeah, for some reason when they have Baby Chao in the races, and it cuts to the end of the race screen, you get this weird thing where they just flicker around. Oh, you almost made it too. I'll give this guy a Chao fruit. Where is Chao? Sleeping still. Okay. So I guess we're just going to wait for Cheeto to wake up and then get playing again. Cheeto is not only awake, but singing gleefully. Oh, what cute. I don't really want to stop him. I'm just gonna wait for him to finish singing, because that's... He's such a cutie. You stop right when I try to... It looks like he's a little happier with being picked up though, by rules. I'm gonna try to make sure I at least eat some of this stat fruit. Make sure that he's statistically, like, a little higher than level 1 on everything. It's a good way to make sure that their levels are even. You don't want to influence them too much. It's also a really good way to make sure that your Chao ends up as a neutral type if you want that. Like, not a neutral alignment, but not influenced by any stat. I'm gonna try to make sure, because it looks like he's inching towards 0 again, so I'm gonna try to make sure he remains more dark than gray. It's kind of hard to tell because he... Oh. Yeah, it looks like he's becoming more dark. This is cute. These two talking. I'm genuinely unsure. It's kind of hard to tell when they're... And also his wings are covered, so I can't tell from the shape of the wings. I don't know what they're discussing, but it's pretty good. I don't really understand Chao language. Whisper gets a pet. Make sure he eats these. It's usually level 10 when the stamina... Sorry, I kind of messed that up. When the stamina is at level 10 is usually around when they evolve. It looks like he's still heading towards neutral 1, but I have to be careful to not use too many of one type of character. Or not interact with them too much with one type of character is a better way of saying it. Whereas with Chasm, I'm not entirely trying for a specific type of Chao. He's going to become what he wants. Which will probably be a Dark Chao then. Chasm is sort of the laid-back type. These two are talking now. I don't know why these animations were taken out of the game, because apparently they had to be put back in the Chao World Extended mod. They're really, really, really cute. Was it a memory thing? I'm not sure. Now, I am going to do a little more grinding, and I will probably come back when Cheeto is about to evolve. Okay, so Cheeto is now at stamina 10, but we have to wait for daytime, so I thought I would put Adam through Chao Karate. Wow, it looks weird on that background. And see what happens. His health is actually pretty low, but he still might be able to do expert. I'm gonna see exactly how this turns out and how it looks with Adam having such a strange appearance with those phasing through his head ears. Dear God, he's strong! That was pretty clean cut. Pretty clean cut victory. It's interesting how the hats cover their entire head regardless of what weird stuff is sticking out of it. I'm actually not sure if Chaos Chao can wear hats, so I'm going to look that up right now on my phone. Just to see. And it actually shows up as a recommended search, too. Yes, Chaos Chao can wear hats! Okay, that's interesting. Might be a nice way to tell them apart if you have more than one of the same type of Chaos Chao in the same basic color. Mostly because I can't imagine Chasm not having his eggshell anymore. So if he does become a Chaos Chao, I want him to still have his eggshell. And there's Rainbow. I like the Dark Power Chao, even though it looks very similar to the basic Dark Chao. So, Toy Fair, they announced new Chao plushies for the year, probably 2018, 2019, probably 2018, I'm hoping, later this year. But, interestingly, they have a neutral Chao and a dark Chao, but no hero Chao. I'm wondering if they're gonna gauge how well they do first, or if it's going to be some kind of, wow, that was crazy. Yeah, absolutely destroyed them. But yeah, there was a Dark Chao plushie in there. And it's great because the actual official Chao plush that exist are ridiculously expensive, some of the rarest Sonic items. The Knight's Chao one, I think, is extremely limited, and I've seen it for like almost $1,000. Cheeto seems to be doing pretty well. He's starting to mutate for one evolution. We can't do that much now except for wait for the evolution to kick in on a very cloudy day. I'm gonna give him some food just in case. And it seems that no one else is awake. Oh, okay. Not so good on that, huh? I'm actually going to get like 2 more run drives. And I think I'm gonna leave the grinding room this time because I've never really shown myself do it. I always use Mission Street for Hero and Iron Gate for Dark. And I don't go through the entire level, I just do the opening scene. And usually I don't get hit for that, but I was talking. I'm sorry. I always am afraid that my gameplay is going to look really terrible when I have it recorded. And basically, you just blast it. Yeah, you just blast all of the robots. Hopefully there's a health box here. And pick up just the ones you need, which in this case was just the one, and then you just restart until you get the amount you want, which is usually the plan for. Usually I do this to dodge those rockets. It's a surprisingly scarce run. I don't know why I almost jumped right into the bomb robot. So it's possible to kill this one before it spawns. See? You can lock onto it before it comes into the ceiling. And then once you get to that point, you just restart. I used to go over the bridge too, but didn't really seem to look at the speed a little bit. It's easy to just restart. I'm glad I got the blowing that one up before Prince's despawning animation thing on tape. I'm sure it's been on a million videos before because this is a pretty old game now. And I know restarting brings your lives down, but you can just exit after and that game. Because it always resets before. Which is a really strange thing to reset to. I believe I can either fit one more or no more, so let's see. Okay, there, I'm at the max.
What stage are we going to play? Here.
So that was grinding. I'm just gonna really quickly check something. Okay. Now I'm gonna go buy some more Chao fruits. Probably just like 3. Just in case. Because it's always nice to raise stats while you raise stamina is a stat. Maybe I'll just buy 5. And, then I'll... Tails! Then I'll go back into the garden. It's my, It's kind of crazy that they can actually carry that much stuff. And we put this guy down, and... Because he's at like 19, so I just think it would make more sense to just have it 20. And he's got the green ball. And he's clearly not turning into a hero run. He's turning into a neutral run. Which is good, because more than people neutral this time, I guess. Tails' tail's glitched out for a second. I should probably leave it at 20, but I have all these Tails guys. Just have the boy lunch, and we'll see if soon he decides to make us the hero. I know that if you use the Fusion Chao editor, there's a way to see when they're going to evolve.
Everything will be okay.
But I don't use Fusion Chao editor, so I think it's already kind of cheating to use extended Chao garden, honestly. But I wanted it for the extra faces and stuff. And there's some more convenient. Someone's crying. And I don't see who it is. But everyone's starting to wake up, which is good. Except for Chasm. Looks like everyone in the water can swim, which is good. Yeah, everyone's up except Chasm. I might give some of my run drives to the Chao fruit. Whisper. Give him a Chao fruit too. Chasm's still asleep, except is he waking up? Yeah, I think he is. There we go. Chasm? Beautiful. make sure he's at, I don't know if a lot of people watch these, but if you do, please tell me if the video comes across as boring or if I should cut more out or keep more in. Because I really don't want it to be a boring video. I just want it to be the Chao Garden experience. Which I guess is sometimes involves waiting, but he's almost at level 10, so I kind of want to get them both at level 10, so that they'll be evolving around the same time.
Everything will be okay.
Right now, everyone... See, this is what happens. Everyone goes in the water here for some reason. I mean, I don't blame them. It's a nice pond. It's just weird that in the Hero Garden, where there's a much bigger one, no one goes in there. Like, 2 Chao go in there ever, and here, they all are always in there. I'm actually going to take Cheeto out of the water to see if I can make his evolution happen, or, because he can't evolve when he's in the water. Where is Chasm? There it is. He's just probably going to run it low. Probably going to run around for a while. Whisper is just sort of standing in the corner. I don't know if Chasm will become Dark Chao or Neutral Chao. It looks like he's still pretty dark. I think there might be some kind of bias if he previously was dark, which he was. Just try to make sure they're finished so there's not a bunch of little fruit bites left all over the place. Yeah, everyone's swimming. Maybe I should get some of them out of the water and feed them. I feel bad taking them out of the water though, because if they want to swim, they should be able to. So, and then Big Mood. The amazingly named Big Mood. Named so for his expression of complete and utter, what would I call that? Ennui? I'm not sure. Whoa, the camera kind of went crazy there for a second. Floundish should also have something to eat. Not sure exactly what Cheeto's doing up here, but it doesn't look like he's wrong, but he's falling over. There we go. He always looks really serious, which I kind of like. That's one of the reasons I don't want him to be a Dark Chao, because they all get eyes like that, and it's funny when you see like a Hero or Neutral Chao walking around. Oh, cool! Simon is shaking the tree. There is one on there that's loose, so I'm hoping that we'll actually be able to. Well, that's great! Nice! He feeds himself.
Everything will be okay.
Big Mood and Chasm having a conversation. Oh my gosh, they're both eating. That's adorable. I'm easily impressed by Chao Garden. Dia's still in the water for some reason. I'm not entirely sure if Chasm is at 10. No, he's not. He's still at 9. I don't know why, Cheeto keeps falling over. Hey, hope he's okay. Yeah, he really keeps falling over. I'm not sure if that means he's sick. I don't think so. It just means his hill is too big. Sunny is the best color. I really like the color of Sunny. At some point I want to get a shining orange egg, but I'm not sure if I have enough room in my garden. At this point I'm kind of just rambling while I wait for the evolution to trigger. Which should be soon, I hope. Not that anything against them being involved, it's just I have to worry about alignment. He died. I think this one is still, yeah. And Daya finally got out of the water, so... Some of my Chao have level S stamina for some reason. Well, I mean, I guess they were born with it, but it's just sort of weird that it's always stamina that's level S. I haven't had any other stat in level S. I have Chao whose stats have 2 A's. Like Adam, I believe, actually has a run and swing with both A's. I'm gonna actually try to check out and see if anything weird's going on with life regarding the tripping. And just see how his stats are in general. No, not the classroom. I don't know where things are. Health center. Okay, he's very naive. Also, this game is where I learned the word naive. Yeah, he's gonna be a run, so his run's gonna go from B to A, and I guess his next life will be swim. Personality, energetic and clumsy, I suppose. He just looks so angry all the time. Except for now, he looks happy. It's a bright and sunny day now. He's probably gonna go to sleep. It's my favorite time to sleep too, so I don't blame him. Looks like not a lot's going to happen, so I think I actually am going to put it out until an evolution occurs. Okay, so Chasm is actually evolving right now. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. No, Cheeto still hasn't. They were both at, they both come to 10 around the same time. Now, Chasm's probably going to become a Dark Run Chao, and Cheeto is probably going to become a Neutral Run Chao. Let's just see what happens here. Yep, he's a Dark Run. Looking nice with the orange eggshell. Might try to put him towards a sub-evolution that is based around orange. And he immediately falls asleep, which is fair because evolving is tiring. Cheeto still hasn't evolved, but he should evolve soon. And since he's dark, it makes sense that he's now here during the day and falling asleep during the day. Let me see if I can grab this without... And they're just... he's talking with Whisper. Let me see if I can grab this fruit without disturbing that conversation. Oh. Not really, but he did, want the fruit, so... These two are also talking, except they're sort of weirdly positioned. Also, the TV is there. Sure, all of the little bites of fruit are disposed of. Well, eaten rather. Um, it's a lovely sunny day and he doesn't want to evolve, which I understand. Just a little weird that Chasm went first. There he goes. Oh, Sunyan saw something of interest. I'm guessing it's the ball, but it could be the fruit. No, it's the fruit. I don't even know. Okay, no, he's in the pool. Which I guess is fair. Oh, they're both dancing in front of the tree! That's great. Looks like they're worshipping it. All hail to great tree. And he's popping his head along. All hail to great tree. Except for Big Moon, who's like, all hail Rouge. Unless he's gonna turn around and join them, oh my god! This is amazing. Oh, I love Chao Garden. I did manage to get a little bit of that on my phone video, so hopefully I can make a gif of it, but that was the kind of thing that just happens. What are you doing? Just make sure he sort of stays out of the water for a little while. Because they can't devolve when they're in the water. And he's flying really over there, like, nope, he's just, he's doing what he wants. Or she, Cheetos. Chows are, Chao, not Chows, are diminutive. Which is mostly for breeding reasons, I think. Because you can breed any Chao with any other Chao. Here's our little door guard here. They really do triple out in this garden. He seems to be staying out of the water, so maybe he is going to evolve soon. Check back when that happens. Here we go, just a few minutes later, even though it looks like it was way later because the weather changed. Cheeto started evolving. So we're going to see exactly what kind of Chao Cheeto is going to become in his second iteration. There he is, neutral run. Whoa, I did not mean to zoom in like that, but it's interesting. There he is. And now Cheeto shall be transplanted to the main garden. along with his brother.
Everything will be okay.
Yeah, still 7. And I'm thinking Chasm might actually stay in the other brony. I'm actually considering making Orange Bird a Dark Chao for his second life. There's Adam with his weird translucency. I'm liking the lime green most to the
Everything will be okay.
now he goes in the cave.
Everything will be okay.
And here's this guy. There's a Kira there, the other Dark Run Chao is like nuclear card, which is a shiny jewel. You can't swim yet. You need to fix that. But that's about it. Evolving to Chao. Pretty big undertaking. I guess that's it. I just wanted to say, if you're watching this at all, thank you for watching. I mostly just wanted to record the Chao so that I'll never forget them when they change and what their different forms look like. Adam know. And it's kind of cool to be able to put it online. I would have loved to have done it when I was little, but I didn't know how. So this is the second Chao Garden video. If any significant stuff happens, I'm probably going to do an all about Orange evolution, but thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed watching some Chao Garden stuff, and just enjoying the show.